We'll begin from the nation's capital, where the Senate and the House of Representatives have passed the 2.17 trillion naira 2023 supplementary appropriation bill after third reading. Before the passage of the bill, the Senate adopted the report of the harmonized sittings of both red and green chambers on the 2023 supplementary appropriation bill as submitted by Chairman of the Appropriations Committee, Senator Solomon Olamileko Adeola. The bill expeditiously scaled readings in both upper and lower chambers. As lawmakers said, it is for the benefit of the country. President Bola Tinubu had written to the National Assembly seeking the approval of the sum of over 2.17 trillion naira as 2023 supplementary budget to address labor wage adjustments, security, and more.
We have increased their budget from 456 to 546 billion. 209,099,671. So then police formation and command will give them 50 billion, while the FCT we have about 100 billion naira. You know, FCT is very important because we want to make sure FCT can compete with any city in the world. That's why we have decided to give them 100 billion naira. Approve that 35,000 increment. So far, we have approved about 210 billion naira for Nigerian workers, and I'm sure they are going to see that, in fact, as soon as possible. So it has been approved by the House of Representatives today.
Thank you.
It has been done. Thank you.
And now, for further perspectives on the passage of the supplementary budget, I am joined on the news by TVC National Assembly correspondent Joke Adisa. Joke, tell us more about this particular supplementary budget and the breakdown.
Thank you. Like as we saw today, we have seen that the budget, the supplementary budget for 2023 came in on Tuesday as read by the Speaker on the floor of the House, and by yesterday we saw the Appropriations Committee, we saw it host the MDAs that were affected. We saw some ministers, ADEC chairman, and service chiefs. They came to defend that budget, 2.17 trillion naira. And so that largely was what happened. Talking about breakdown, the Ministry of Agriculture got 200 billion naira, and that is for food security. You know that the times that we are in now in Nigeria are indeed very hard times, looking at the impact of insecurity and the government's resolve to also tackle this challenge. So 200 billion naira was allocated to the Ministry of Agriculture and food security. Leaving that, we had police formation, which got 50 billion naira, about 29 billion naira for recurrent, and 20.33 billion naira for capital expenditure. But one unique thing about this supplementary budget, the passage, is that the Ministry of Defense got an increase of 70 billion naira. The proposed allocation that came to the House was 476 billion, and that was raised to 546 billion naira, creating a difference of 70 billion naira, an increment at that. And so, and as the lawmakers explained, the Chairman House Committee on Appropriation did explain, it is to ensure that emerging security challenges are tackled. You know, Nigeria is actually facing some challenges that have to do with security. And so that's, as he explained, was why they had to check that up by 70 billion naira. So by and large, that the FCT minister, as he explained at that budget defense session yesterday, got 100 billion naira. And he did explain what that for. Insecurity in Abuja has also been a huge challenge. And he said that will also take care of that. So that is what we have seen. And that, but one thing also is that the Appropriation Committee, said that the House this time will ensure that every money allocated is judiciously spent, and that the increased oversight to ensure that Nigerians are not shortchanged in any way.
And that's exactly what Nigerians expect for them. But one of the things that people are talking about is that presidential yacht, the money allocated for presidential yacht. The presidency has explained, but talk to us as to why the lawmakers moved that money from what it was allocated for to student loan.
Yes, the committee chairman, Abubakar Bichi, also explained that much. He said they had to move that 5 billion naira to the students' loan, which also was 5 billion naira, and increase it to 10 billion naira, looking at the population of Nigerian students, looking at the population of the vulnerable Nigerian students, indigent Nigerian students, and looking at the current economic situation of the country. They felt that removing that particular money from that spot to this side will help many Nigerian students to achieve their aim, to achieve their educational goal. And so that was why they had to do that. And I'm sure many Nigerians, many students, many parents will be happy at that step. But going forward, I'm sure that like they have said, that they are ready to monitor the implementation of these monies to ensure that at the end, Nigerians are better for it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Joke, for that update. Our correspondent there live for us in Abuja, Joke Adisa.